Hey there guys, bringing you another World of Tanks video. This time it is my mastery badge in the Cromwell. We are on Swamp, so I never remember the map names. There's one thing you have to remember about these videos, I never remember the map names. But as you can see, we have a 44% chance to win. This game was from quite a while back, so I don't exactly remember the results perfectly. But as you can see, the enemy team, good KV-85 driver, good Easy 8 driver, H100 wire, Churchill 3 and KV-1, all fairly decent drivers. Our best one's me, the Chino and the Churchill gun carrier, which is probably guess isn't the best kind of tank in the world. And we'll just take a quick look at our scores. As you can see, like the KV-85 driver, he's fairly new. The Jumbo driver's new. Churchill driver's new. Birch gun is new. So a lot of our team are, you know, fairly mediocre. And yeah, the Cromwell is a very good tank. It's the tier 6 British medium tank. If you didn't know, it's very good. The tank before the Comet, because I was grinding to get the Comet. I already had the Comet now. I haven't really had too many games in it to give an accurate judge on it, but it's a pretty good tank. One thing that just annoys me about the tank is just how troll the accuracy is sometimes when you fire and you're not fully aimed, or even when you fully aim sometimes it just flies off in the other direction. It really does annoy me. And I remember this game now. Keep an eye on chat for that KV-1 driver. He's a good player. Like he's played 11,000 games, so he knows what he's doing, but apparently he doesn't know how the spotting mechanics work in this game, so he gets a bit confused lesson. And as you can see, the only guys that came this way is the Jackson, the Matilda, and the Chino and the gun carrier are all just above base. The only thing I've got for support here is the Jackson, which probably would be dead if it wasn't for him, because I mean Fury can fire every like 2 seconds, I believe it is, so it's like an auto loader, but hardly any penetration. And the gun depression on this tank is mediocre at best, so yeah, I had to really wait for that Jackson to catch up here. If you're also wondering why I have camo net and binoculars in this tank, it's just because I couldn't really be bothered. I just lost my gun in there. I couldn't really be bothered to buy the tank, the gun rammer, and anything else, so I just thought I'd just stick this on it because I can kind of play it as a kind of a passive scout when needed, because our team doesn't really have a scout, to be fair with you. As you can see, this Jackson does help me quite a bit, and then I think the Hellcat killed him? No, the Jumbo killed him, bloody hell. That's nice of the Jumbo. And you can see the KV-1 hasn't even made it across the water yet. I mean, he's moved like, what, like a couple of yards, a couple of feet, if anything like that. He's moved from them trees there to there. And I'm sat there like, he's aiming at me. And I was like, screw it, I'll take the shot anyway. And I pull away, because he has the howitzer, and that will bloody hurt if it hits me. Like, probably one-shot me if it penetrates me. So I was just pulling back, and at this point I didn't realise I was firing high explosive, and I was like, wait, why am I firing high explosive? No wonder I could penetrate the front of him. I was like, what? And at this point, the KV-1 driver really doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He's just like, how can you see me? It's like, it's called binoculars, mate. See, that's probably, well, it's not the only reason I can see him, because I can see way beyond that. And I set him on fire, which is just like the icing on the cake. I mean, this poor KV driver is just getting bullied. Absolutely bullied. And then boom. That was epic. That was pretty damn good. I think if I remember, look, you see there, how can you see me? And he's obviously angry because it's not like he typed in caps by accident. And I think this game ends up being really close towards the end, because basically my entire team, I think the Churchill stays alive. You see there, I start messaging back, but pretty much my entire team stay there, while I'm the only one around this flank, because I think the Jackson dies eventually. And my team are starting to drop like flies. It's called, you're shooting and I can't see you. It's like, yes, spotting. I mean, even the enemy team are like, really, dude? Like, it's like, come on. I mean, oh yeah. It's just embarrassing. You've played 11,000 games and you don't know how the spotting mechanics work in this game. I mean, you're in a heavy tank, your view range is limited. I'm at a bush. I don't know how he didn't spot me. I think it's because I had my camo net active. He couldn't, you know, it gives me a really good camo net. I see this SU-100Y here. I'm like, screw this guy. And I really didn't want to get hit by that. So even the M7 knows, and the M7 is press cap lock. So the M7 driver, see, he's played 2,000 games, but he bloody knows. The guy who's played 11,000 games is just so clueless. It's like, alright then. And something is hitting me now. I think it's the Jackson. It might be the Jackson, or it might be the Hellcat. I mean, the Hellcat I'm spotted for a long time at least. And you see, I'm trying to get a shot on the M7, and then I think, oh, I can't get him, so I'm going to try and get out this gun carry out with a KV2. Get him out of the game because that's a very dangerous tank. Now I'm trying to hide so I get spotted. And one thing that really annoys me about this game is when artillery players die. It's like they expect us to sit at the base defending them the entire game, and they just sit there and calls you a retard every time. It's like, bro, you've played under 500 games, because when you've played about 400 games on XPM, it tells you you've played 1,000. And I'm starting to get a really like bunged up nose. It's horrible. Oh, but yeah. Start to make a move now, and the Jumbo is kind of in an awkward position. If he goes around the corner, he'll get absolutely decimated, and the Jackson just got killed somewhere over there. And you see, it was the Jackson on the hill. And I'm just trying to get into cover before I lose too much health and get the hell out of there. And as you can see, my entire team are just too scared to go across the bridge, because if they did without our support, I guess they would just get slaughtered. But both of their good team are alive. And you see, I took another bloody hit. And so far, it's not looking too great. Well, it is, but it isn't. Statistically, they've got the better team. But, yeah. And the Birchgun just screaming, move out of base and push. And I was kind of thinking, yeah, but, well, yes and no, because they'd get wrecked. I mean, the Churchill gun carrier is hardly armoured. I mean, it's a big box at the front of it, for crying out loud. And I think I was lagging there for some reason. It seemed like it. I shot the Jackson and pulled away, and the Jumbo managed to shoot him. I mean, this actually made a lot of difference because he penetrated him. I was wondering what that goal was on about chat, but yeah, the Jumbo penetrated him, which pretty much wrecked that guy. All his health gone. He was like, hell yes. And I believe the Hellcat is up there as well, because I think he gives me some trouble later on in the game, and is quite an annoyance, really. There he is. Maybe it was the Jumbo. I don't remember. Someone was around there. It's probably just the Jumbo. And yeah, and you can see they're all just sat there, just casually chilling. So I'm just shooting, putting shots into the back of this SU-85 because, well, it doesn't have a lot of health. Get him out of the game, then I get a bit greedy here and go for the KV-85. And I have no idea how I didn't bounce that. And you see me tunnel visioning on the Hellcat, which is about to shoot me. And I get ammo racked, which absolutely nails me. They both hit me at the same time, effectively taking out all of my health. But then the Chinu puts in a brilliant shot and takes out the Easy 8. The Birchgun's just barking orders as like, alright, sorry Mr. Pro. It's like, God, I hate people like that. So annoying. And yeah, I'm trying to go for the KV-85 now, but I realise he's aiming at me. He kills him. And then the Hellcat gets destroyed, so my team do come through in the end. And I mean, practically a lot of them were all, well, 2 of them had full HP, didn't even get shot. And I was down to 75 health, and that was a really good game. I do have another replay to show you of the Cromwell. It's not a particularly amazing one because it was only 1,000 damage, but I thought it deserved a replay because why not? It might be that it's not that much of a long game. It's about 5 minutes in total. But yeah, I'll just get onto that replay in a few seconds then, guys. Right, guys. So this is the other replay. We are on Ruinberg here. We are not top tier, but there's only one tier 7 tank, which is really good for us. And as you can see, the enemy team aren't particularly brilliant. I mean, even the guys with 13,000 games aren't the best players. They're still bright red, for crying out loud. And there are a hell of a lot of M4s in their team, don't they? Holy shit. I mean, like, a lot of them not very good. Some of them are just new players, so they can't help that. I mean, but them guys, no excuse for that, really. And yeah, you'll see in the end what medal I do end up getting on medals. I do end up getting, but I only do 1,000 damage to get it. And it's not really like I was kill stealing to get it, but it's just more like, you know, they were tier 5s and tier 6s. They didn't really have much health when I engaged them. And a lot of our team are just you just hear the Stuart and the Panzer 35 just constantly firing in that same direction. Just spamming his like 37mm over the hill, bless him. I mean, fair enough to this EZA, he was actually attempting to side scrape, which was, you know, for a player that, well, he's played a lot of games, but he's not statistically the best player, but he still did it. And I bounced off him. And then the Panther hits him, and I put a nice shot into his upper plate. And you see the Stuart just YOLOing it around. Killed him as well. And they've pretty much lost the town at this point. Killed the M4. As you can see, this is a very fast-paced game at the minute, so I didn't really bother dedicating its own video to it because, yeah, it was a very fast game. I mean, our team was all over these guys. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just like, oh, it was like lambs to the slaughter. They were just like, oh god, what are we doing? And they all just got killed. I was like, oh, yay. I was like, this is slightly embarrassing for these guys. You just see that little Panzer 38 NA. Oh dear. I remember that's the first tank I ever picked in Water Tanks, because I didn't have a clue what the fuck I was picking. I just wanted to get the Panzer 4H because I seen it in like Call of Duty and stuff, so I didn't know shit about tanks back then. So yeah, I went for that, and it's not a very good tank for your first tank in the game. Because that guy's just kind of like go boom boom, and he gets scout matchmaking. And first time I got the tier 4 one, and I was like against Tiger 1s, I was like, what? I'm getting some really weird lag here. I swear I am, or it's just a camera angle I'm at. You see that little M7, or Ram even. I'm sat there thinking, come on, I can get the last kill, come on, and I got it, and I was like, woo! The score's 9-5 at the minute. It's a very, very fast game. We are currently at 5 kills, and it's SU-85. I kind of noticed he's got the howitzer, so I was like, I don't want to get hit by that shit, and I was like, screw it, he's fired. And then I ended up shooting the Panther because he ended up ramming the T-37. But as you can see right now, we do have a Top Gun medal. And yeah, this game's looking quite good. And you see the last two guys are just hiding for their perilous little life, and I decide I'm not going to go out in front of them and get shot loads. I'm going to give them the satisfaction of getting the extra damage done. So I'm going to go behind them and shoot the crap out of them in the anus, because everyone likes getting shot in the bum. And then boom, got the 8 kills. It did give me a Radley Walters medal, even though technically I shouldn't have got it because I did kill a tier 4, and it shouldn't give you the medal if you kill a tier 4. I don't know if that's a bug, because it says tier 5 or above, and I did kill a Stuart. So, I don't know, that's why I didn't think about dedicating this to its own video, so I thought I'd just show you guys a quick match of my second Radley Walters medal. It's not really a proper one, so I'm not really going to count it, but you know, it was a Top Gun badge. It was a pretty crazy, fast-paced game. It was, yeah, it was really good, but I'm going to go show you the post-game results real quick, guys, and yeah. Right then, so this is the post-game results of my Master Badge. You can see I got the Master Badge, Fire for Effect, Fire and Bruiser, all the random medals that no one really cares about too much. Got High Caliber, which is an awesome badge. We got 48,000 credits, almost 4,000 XP. That was with my ×2 of the day. I made 41,000 credits because I didn't actually fire any premium rounds. But you can see we did hit a lot of them. We only really hit them once, so let's be honest. I know we didn't. It doesn't show how many times you hit them, does it? But yeah, you can see we damaged a hell of a lot of the team. Pretty much most of them Soviet. And yeah, you can see the team score. The top damage earners were me and the KV-85. The rest of them didn't even get 1,000 damage done. It's like, oh dear lord. I mean, the Churchill just drove around for like 10 minutes and got shot. But yeah, Yeah. It was funny, but yeah, I did 2100 damage, and I'll just show you the other results quickly. I did get, it was only a second class master badge, hardly any credits, 1400 damage. But to see, it did give me the Radley Walters medal, which I don't know why it did. Apparently it did. See, it says awarded to players in the 5th or higher tier for destroying 8 or 9 enemy vehicles. But maybe you don't have, maybe that doesn't matter then. Or maybe you can't get the Radley Walters in the tier 4 game, but you can kill tier 4s for getting it. I don't know, so maybe it was a problem. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it was a pretty crappy game though. It was just literally just going all over them. That's why I didn't think I didn't want to dedicate some video to it. But yeah, I got the Top Gun and everything like that. 1400 damage. You see me and the Panther did do pretty damn well. I got high caliber steel wool and Confederate. I got Radley Walters and the Top Gun. But anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be more coming soon. I got one of the Stirrer Mill and the IS that I currently have. And yeah, I'll be doing maybe the Stirrer Mill tomorrow, because it was the most damage I've ever done in a game to this date. Maybe I think I've done more on the ball signal. I'm not too sure, but yeah, thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.